Hi, this is MTB214. I'm going to be doing a short book review relating to figures for the Star Wars Darth Bane Trilogy, The Path of Destruction, Rule of Two, and Dynasty of Evil. I read these a few months, maybe a year ago, and it's actually is like important to Star Wars law because the Rule of Two comes from this series. Well, it's more built upon, it doesn't come from it, but it's like expanded upon how it started. And this would be great as a movie series, but I don't think Disney would make this. But the overall story is that Darth Bane, he has a different name. I can't remember what it is at the top of my mind, but he was like, his father was a miner on some world, and then he was doing the same thing as his father, and that got into fights with some people, and then he got into a bad one, and like he used like force powers, which sort of like put him on the radar. This is someone that knows the force. So then the Sith, which were a lot many then, took him, and he was in the Sith army as like a soldier. Then he worked his way up the ranks, showed his power on the dark side, and he was trained in the Sith Academy. Was there, had problems. He fought Dathomirian more than once, which is the same species as Darth Maul, and ended up, I think, killing him the second time in the fight. And he had some love interest, but like nothing became of that. You can't have to be wary of everyone. Then he broke. Then there's like the Sith versus Jedi wars going on, and he tricked the Sith to use some Sith alchemy, some ancient ritual, and it ended up killing all the Sith as well as the Jedi that were in that like underground cave system where it was being done. So he was basically the only Sith left. And from all his studies of the ancient Sith artifacts, the holocrons, he started his new Sith order, the Rule of Two. And on that world, there was a girl, Rain, was her name or nickname. And she chose the name Darth Zannah as her Sith name. And he trained her since she was a girl. He made her have to find her own way off planet to meet him at some world, and then she had, like, used her young supposed innocence to be able to get on a ship. She killed everybody on the ship, and then met him there over the years, was trained, and Darth Bane wanted her to like finally like, okay, like why isn't she challenging me to kill me and take over the title Sith Lord? And he's like looking for another apprentice, like she's looking for her own apprentice, and that people are trying to kill Bane, capture and kill him. Darth Zannah actually goes to like the Jedi, to Coruscant, and with like the Jedi Temple to try and like find information. And she meets up with a friend that she grew up with and like kidnaps him, and stuff happens with that. And at the end, since this is from years ago, that it's finally Darth Bane and Darth Zannah have a showdown of strength, and Darth Zannah wins. Supposedly, it seems like Darth Bane could have his spirit inside of her because he had like a twitch with his hand, and she had that after. But then what? So then the apprentice that would have been Darth Bane's says, "I'll be whoever wins," and Darth Zannah won. Darth Bane was killed. Oh, another thing, Darth Bane had some problems. Orbalisk, which is some sort of like a pill bug, sort of alien creature, went all over his body, and like they were like a shield protecting him, but they were also killing him at the same time, which is sort of like the dark side in general. So it's definitely a good trilogy of books. I would definitely recommend to read this. It's never gonna be made into a movie because how Disney is. But I made 2 figures, sort of like for them. This is the movie Black Adam, The Rock Black Adam action figure. I turned into a Darth Bane figure because with the shaved head, I'm like, I could see that in there. And I did some repainting, put on some cloth goods. And this is Spider-Gwen from Hasbro Marvel. I was like, oh, wow, that body could work for that because she's like smaller than him. But I want to make the Suicide Squad movie but what's her name? Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn into another Darth Zannah. She would be, for the movie, her as Darth Zannah, Margot Robbie, and The Rock as Darth Bane. But I'm not a producer, so at least not yet. So I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future. But this is definitely an awesome trilogy of books, so I would definitely recommend to read this. And there's different ideas, like you can make custom figures for these characters. Like I want to get on the cheap the figure of Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and turn her into a Darth Zannah, because that actress would be great as a Darth Zannah, I think. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a great night and a great coming up week. Take care.